Good morning, Eagles, and welcome to the 16th episode of Eagle News. Today is Tuesday, September 21st. Hope you enjoyed your long weekend. My name is Kailyn.
And my name is Niko, and today is National Pecan Cookie Day.
You can celebrate this by baking some delicious pecan cookies.
September celebrates National Hispanic/Latinx Heritage Month. Here is today's announcement. On September 21st, 1981, Belize was declared an independent nation, free from Britain's ruling. Annually, to celebrate this historic moment, the entire month of September is filled with festivities, activities, and celebrations that show the citizens' patriotism for the country.
Now let's get started with the weather in the Eagle News weather station with Sophia.
Thanks, guys. Today's looks like it's going to be chilly and stormy. There is a high of 79 and a low of 66 with a 60% chance of thunderstorms. Make sure you bring your coats and umbrellas to stay warm and dry, Eagles. We wouldn't want to mess up anyone's hair or outfit. Now let's head back to the studio with Kailyn and Niko.
Thanks, Sophia. Now for today's headlines.
Spelling Bee. Please stop by Mrs. Holzer's room 147 to get a copy of the Spelling Bee word list.
Practices will be held in the morning starting in November. See Ms. Holzer for more details.
Now let's check out what happened over the weekend in sports.
For making this Weekend in Sports video. Big scores for all our local teams this weekend.
Now it's time for Mr. Meta's Best Thing on the Internet. And for today's videos, we watch a koala get weighed on a scale and a couple of cats playing hide and seek around the washing machine. Enjoy! Thank you to Mr. Meta for the fun videos. There was too much going on with those cats.
Now let's head over to the Mr. Nicolosi's lunch studio with Sophia.
Thanks, guys. For today's lunch, we are having a Mexican entree of the day, hot sandwiches, Jets, cheese or pepperoni pizza, select salads, subs, and sandwiches. Make sure you stop by the ice cream section to get a frozen fruit cup, which can be counted as fruit in your lunch meal. Enjoy your lunch, Eagles. Now let's head back to the newsroom for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now it's time for Trivia!
For today's trivia, let's head over to the Trivia Green Screen Studio to hear today's question.
Yesterday's question was name a business you go to that seems to have the rudest employees. The number one answer was restaurant for 34, retail stores for 17, supermarket for 9, post office for 6, DMV for 5, bank for 5, and law enforcement for 5. Check out the leaders of Thursday's show. trivia, here's the question. Name something that boys want to be when they grow up. Again, name something that boys want to be when they grow up. Always make sure to send 2 answers to Mr. Meta, and we will let you know what the top answers were and how many points you got on Wednesday. Send the best answers you can so you could be on top. That's it for trivia. Let's head back to the studio for the second video of today's show.
Thank you for that great trivia question, Sophia. For our second video segment, we took pictures of all the wonderful decorated ceiling tiles. Let's go check it out.
Thank you guys for that awesome video. Those ceiling tiles were really cool. Which one was your favorite, Kailyn?
I'm not sure. They're all so good I just can't decide. How about you, Niko?
I don't know either. I just love them all. Let's head over to the This Day in History studio to see what happened on this day in history.
On September 21st, 1780, during the American Revolution, American General Benedict Arnold met with British Major John Andre to discuss handing over the West Point to the British in return for a promise of a large sum of money and a high position in the British Army. The plot was foiled, and Arnold, a former American hero, became synonymous with the word traitor. That is pretty interesting. That's all for today's history. Let's go back to the studio to wrap up today's news.
Thank you, Sophia, for that great This Day in History segment. I love learning something new every day. Unfortunately, that's it for today's show.
But before we wrap it up, I'd like to leave you with our daily quote. Life is only as good as you make it.
Wow, Niko, that's a very inspirational quote. That was an awesome quote to share with someone who might be struggling. It might brighten up their day.
Thank you, Kailyn, and remember to always be kind to one another. That's all for today's show. My name is Niko.
My name is Kailyn.
And my name is Sophia.
Have a wonderful Tuesday, Eagles.
See you next time.
Bye!